All right, Sanch here. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back to the Bodybuilding News Network, specifically Bodybuilding Today. So let's go ahead and start off with, the first story, Hunter Labrada prepping for the Chicago Pro in the men's open category, and he shared a physique update comparing the current physique that he is at right now, 3 weeks and 2 days out from the Chicago Pro at 259 pounds, compared to, on the left here, 3 days out from the 2020 Olympia, where he weighed about 10 pounds lighter. So if you can kind of see what Hunter Labrada is getting at here, he is 10 pounds heavier than he was 3 days out from last year's Olympia, yet arguably the same conditioning, but definitely bigger. It seems that he has put on some muscle this year. So what he's trying to hint at here is he has 3 more weeks to bring in even a more sharp package than his Olympia debut last year at this year's Olympia. And just sliding through here, you can really see the conditioning is very comparable. So if he does take advantage of these 3 weeks to really bring the best package that he's brought so far to date. So best of luck to Hunter Labrada. Very excited to see him at this year's Chicago Pro, being the favorite for the men's open. I'd love to hear what you guys think in the comment sections below. Who do you think is going to be winning the Chicago Pro in the men's open class? Do you think Hunter Labrada is the shoe-in for the win? Or do you know of anyone specifically that you think could give Hunter Labrada a run for his money? Comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Sticking with the Chicago Pro, Joe Mackey is prepping for the Chicago Pro. We remember him from a couple different shows. Last year's Tampa Pro, I believe. He brought a pretty good physique. Unfortunately, the conditioning just wasn't there for him to really get that nod. But it looks like he is prepping for the Chicago Pro. I'm very excited to see what he brings to the stage this year. He has the muscle. When he's in the gym, he looks very impressive. The thing was when he got on stage, the gains, right? The gains just didn't translate very well. So hopefully for this year's Chicago Pro, Joe Mackey can bring the pictures, the physique that we see in these pictures, but also the conditioning that we're hoping to see. So I'm very excited to see how Joe Mackey does. Again, best of luck to Joe Mackey. Now, moving into Austin Karr. So he was set to compete at the Puerto Rico Pro, but things happened where he wasn't able to compete. So he dropped out of that one, but it looks like he's back on prep. He's ready to rock and roll. So we're really hoping to see a very improved package from last year's Tampa Pro, as he's going to be competing again at the Tampa Pro in 2021. He was one of the favorites to win last year. Unfortunately, it didn't work out in his favor, but he did place well. So we're hoping that we can see an even better package from Austin Karr from what he brought last year. So looking forward to seeing what he can bring to the stage this year. Moving next, Joel Thomas. It looks like his account was compromised around, I think he said 80,000. So unfortunately, he has a new Instagram account. So make sure we are following Joel Thomas as he's prepping for his next show, the Tampa Pro. Sorry. So hopefully we get to see a very serious and improved package from Joel Thomas. Like I said, his Instagram account was compromised, so ensure that you go and follow his new account, Joel Thomas _IFBB Pro. Next in the news, Phil Clahar. Yeah, I said it right. He is prepping for his next show. Looks like his photos weren't actually on his page. So let's dig through Daniel's page here over on Bodybuilders Without Borders. I know I saw it somewhere in here. There he is. So Phil Clahar is prepping for the Chicago Pro. So his physique is looking, it's really impressive. He's an older gentleman. He's working with Dave Palumbo, and it's just a very impressive physique that he's bringing. Last year he did the Tampa Pro, really surprised a lot of people with, I believe it was a top 4 finish. So we're really expecting Phil to bring a good package here. His lines are very nice. It's all new muscle. He's new to the bodybuilding scene. So we look forward to seeing what he's able to bring, what kind of conditioning he's bringing, and if he can stay full. So there's a lot of factors going into this, but best of luck to Phil and Team Phil on his prep for the Chicago Pro this year. Next, going across the ocean, Chul-Sung Lee is sharing some physique updates on his prep. Probably, I'm not too sure what show he's doing this year. Probably the Korea, but we'll see. There's also the Japan Pro if it's not canceled, the Yamamoto Cup. And last year he won the Korea Pro, which qualified him for the Olympia. He beat out Samson Dauda. And then he went to the Olympia and placed, it was in like the bottom 10, so like 10 through 16. And we're really expecting to see a better package here, a more improved package, especially in the conditioning. He looked kind of soft in last year's Olympia. So hopefully him and his coach, him and his team are making the improvements to bring that level of conditioning, to bring that separation with the muscle. Chul-Sung Lee is a very veteran competitor in different organizations, and then he came over from NABA being a multi-time champion into the IFAB. So hopefully, like I said, and with most of the guys, hopefully we can see a really improved package here. Lots of conditioning. I'd like to see a little bit more in the wheels, or maybe that's just the way he's holding this shot. But we'll see. There's time. Time will tell. And lastly, Branch Chen Kang from Classic Physique from China, from Wuhan, China. He placed top 4 in the Classic Physique for the 2020 Classic Physique Olympia. And he posted a new physique update here, really showing off what the Classic Physique could be. I don't see why this physique here could not win the Mr. Olympia. It's very impressive. The amount of width that he has in all the departments, the crazy Y frame. If he's able to hold on to this level of conditioning and show up at the Olympia, I really think he could give Chris and Terrence a run for their money. I think this really could be his year. It's very impressive what he's been able to do in these last few years, really stepping out into his own. So best of luck to Chen Kang, Mr. Branch 2015. Over on Instagram, follow him if you have not already. But that's it, guys. I have another video coming out in just a little bit. We're going to talk about the ladies' side of bodybuilding. So if you're interested in that, make sure you stay tuned to the channel. I'll be posting that as well today. But that's it. That's it for another episode of Bodybuilding Today. I'm your host, Sanch. Thank you so much for watching another episode on the Bodybuilding News Network. Consider subscribing if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next one.